Hello, my name is Cassie, and this is my reflection speech. In this speech, I will be answering 8 questions. The first question: what is the specific purpose of this speech project? And then I think the purpose of the speech was to learn more about how mental and physical problems can affect a person's life. My second question is: how do you feel going into this speech presentation and why? Well, I felt nervous going into the speech and kind of a little unprepared. I felt nervous because I usually feel nervous going into a speech because I don't like really talking in front of people. And I felt unprepared going into this speech because I had a lot of information to obtain and learn about in a short amount of time. And then I didn't really feel organized because I didn't have a lot of time. And my third question is: did you experience speaker anxiety and why? And what could you do to reduce speaker anxiety next time you give a speech? And yes, I did experience speaker anxiety. I felt I experienced it because, like I said before, I didn't have enough time. I felt like I didn't have enough time, and I didn't know the material well enough. It was all new information to me and stuff I knew nothing about. And then when I get in front of people, I feel like I'm talking too fast, and I get really nervous. And to reduce it, I think I could relax more and talk a lot slower to improve my time also. And then my fourth question is: was your technology prepared? What could be done differently or better? While researching it, I don't feel like it was because my computer was not fully charged and then it died. I had to wait for it to charge up a little bit before I could use it again. And next time I can make sure my computer is charged, or I could plug it in before I start. And then my fifth question: in what terms of structure and organization what felt natural or odd to me, and why? Well, what feels natural to me is my introduction and my conclusions. I feel my introduction is natural to me because it tells you what I'm going to say in my speech, and it explains that a little bit. And then my conclusion is wrapping it up, and everything that I went over, I just kind of go over it again and give you a short brief thing of what I went over. And then what doesn't feel natural to me is my translations, because I feel a little uncomfortable with translations. And those are hard for me because I don't know how to go from one subject to the next without it sounding weird or anything. And then my sixth question: how do you consider your audience when developing your speech? I felt my audience was interested and wanted to know more about what I was telling them, and I felt like they wanted to hear what I had to say, and they kept an open mind. And then my seventh question: what did you do in your speech that worked? What didn't work? And what areas can you target for improvement? What I felt worked for my speech is I had note cards, so if I got lost, I could look quickly to see where I was at and then pick up from there. And I knew both of the little girls that I used for my speech. What I thought didn't work was I still felt like I knew nothing about it, even though I've been researching it for a short amount of time. And my posters didn't all fit on the stand I was using, so they kept falling, and that was a struggle, and that didn't work for me because I have a hard time with that, I guess. And then my eighth question is: connect your learned experience to the class reading and concepts. On page 47 and 48 of chapter 3, it talks about having an open mind. With this experience, I learned that both the audience and the speaker need to have an open mind, because the speaker gives you information that they learned, and then the audience was older than I was, so I guess they were more knowledgeable of stuff that I probably didn't know. So they gave me tips and stuff on how to become a better speaker, and they added on to what I had to say. And they asked questions, and when I answered those questions, they were still open-minded about it, and they listened to what I have to say.